Hey everyone, now we are live. I've got a truck going past. So from my house in Melbourne, and as you can see, I've got the city behind me. So I'm really excited to have you all here. And yeah, so grab those, get into the chat and request those charts because we're going to be bringing some of those live to you tonight. We're going to be running through BTC and we're going to be talking about NFTs. So over the coming weeks, we've got some special guests coming. We haven't got anyone tonight because this is our first show. We wanted to test it out to see if this new format worked. And so, yeah, super excited to have you all here. And I've got Crypto Plots, Josh, sitting here waiting and ready for me to harass him.
I am trying to figure out how this program works, so I apologize in advance if there's all sorts of different things that happen. Oh, there I am. I've just appeared. Okay. I've got a ticker as well. Smash that like button.
Make sure you smash the like button, guys, because, you know, the more likes we get, the more we can bring this show to you. And, you know, it's a full moon. So I don't know if we can see it. So let's have a look, see if we can. Oops. Hang on.
There we go.
There we go. I've got the full moon happening just behind here on the buildings in Melbourne. So that's the actual full moon. So normally when it's a full moon, we get a Bitcoin run. So I'm going to leave that open and so we can see that as well.
So what would you were saying today about the coins you tend to get into when there's a full moon? Tell me about that.
Yeah, so Luna is one of the coins that I always get in on the full moon. So, you know, it's always one that we get some percentages on and one that I like to trade. So, yeah, always runs on a full moon.
Okay. That's exciting.
Josh, full moon.
What's going on?
Show some of the comments.
Luna on a full moon. Look at that banner. Beautiful. So what's everyone in the chat saying?
I don't know if you can hear it, guys, but there's like about 500 Uber Eats motorcycles just downstairs. So, you know, going to the neighbors. They should be coming here. So let's get into.
Also, guys, do let me know if it's a little.
Hey, Josh.
I was just saying if the internet's catching up, if it's too jumpy, let me know in the chat. We've got it going at 1080 HD, which is pretty hardcore, but I can bring it down if Lisa looks too beautiful on camera, just to 720 here. So yeah, tell me what it's like on your end in the chat.
Cool. Well, let's share the screen and get the charts up. So let's see what we can get. Where have you all gone? Here we go. Nope. Okay. I've got to work out how I actually get the screen sharing with me on the screen.
No. Oh, that's me.
This is kind of not working. Hang on 2 seconds. Oops. So let's go. Okay. Have we got the screen sharing?
I think so. No? Yeah, it's working here. I'm just on top of you.
Is everyone can see my screen? I'm going to go to my super messy BTC chart. So this is my Be Like Lisa chart that you guys have all seen on Twitter. So let's have a look. I'm going to go full screen on this so we can see exactly what's going on. So pretty much we've got this rising channel. We're in a rising wedge at the moment. So we're stuck in this rising wedge. If we zoom in on this, I'm going to take off some of my mess. We can see that we've got we're just stuck underneath this resistance here. So this resistance goes right back to basically where this sort of wave sort of started beginning. So we've got this going from the 7th of September, and it comes right across. We've got some touches here. Predominantly, we're in this this channel. So, you know, that's our predominant like pattern here, but the resistance is showing on this region here. So we do have to take that into account. So we are currently still under the all-time high, and we haven't broken that as yet. So we want to see a new all-time high in the next few days, obviously, with the ETF coming out, and we're so close. And yeah, so it's looking likely that it will break this region. And, you know, this is a nice cut pattern that we've been forming. So if we, oh, there we go. ICP is just coming down. So if we do not break this, we're going to come down and form another sort of handle on this region here. So I don't think we're going to break below 54, sort of 55 region before we get a continuation up. So I do think at this present point, we're sort of going to hold this, you know, this small sort of region and minor pullbacks at the moment. So the RSI on is, you know, showing sort of some bearish divergence at the moment, but it has been for such a long time. So that's not a huge issue as far as I'm concerned. So, you know, looking at this chart, I do think we're going to see 70,000 in the next, you know, probably couple of weeks. So with this wave 5, so that hits 70,000, and then we'll get a pullback. So the pullback will possibly be to around this sort of basically where the wedge sort of holds. So if we break down below this 66, we're going to hit around the 63. So and that will be our pullback, and that's kind of you know, a 5 to 10% pullback, which is quite normal within a bull run. So it's looking really strong for BTC. When we go to the lower time frames, we've got strong support with the 100 MA and the 200 MA here. And, you know, we can see that we're coming down, we're touching, and we're bouncing off these regions. So that's a really strong sign that we're continuing up. And especially now, so we're October, we're nearing the end of October, and we're going into that Christmas run. So it's going to look absolutely fantastic.
Amazing. I've been clicking away here and doing my thing. I think it's all going well. Everyone in the comments is enjoying it. Everyone's seeing Bitcoin there, doing its thing. Perfect. Okay, I'll leave you to stick with it. You're doing beautifully.
How good is my view, guys? It's just so amazing.
So amazing. We've got someone in the comments looking for Bitcoin dominance. Have you got that chart on?
Yeah, let me bring Bitcoin dominance up and see how we're going with that, because I've seen a few charts on Twitter at the moment. So, and you know, various different sort of patterns and so on. So let's bring that up and see how we go. So I've got to actually work out how to share the screen without sharing sort of random weird stuff. So, okay, cool. I got it. So we've got Bitcoin dominance. So we should see a little bit of sideways sort of motion over the next little bit. So this will be in line with trying to break out on, you know, the all-time high. So obviously it's not going to be.
I can't see your screen.
You can't see the screen?
No. Let's stick you on solo layout and have another go there. What else is happening in the comments? Steve reckons it's a virtual background. That's better. There you are. You're
all
working.
Right, can you see now?
Yeah, you
got it.
Because
it's a virtual background. No, this is my background. This is my view. So I don't know, how do I prove that it's my actual view?
No idea.
Let's I'm going to take the camera off so you can see.
Oh, hang on. Let me jump back to you. There we go. Here we
So if I
go.
stop sharing and we can see, oops. This is such good camera motion. So this is my actual view. So this is behind me. So this is down on the street. There's a car going past. So there we go.
It's
so no,
augmented reality.
It's not.
Reality.
It is not a virtual background. It is
Okay.
actually.
I'll let you do your thing whilst I'm on. Oh, that's me completely. Okay. Do you want to share your screen?
So technically challenged here, both of us. All right.
Yeah, you share your screen. Let's get back to it.
Let's get back to sharing my screen.
Adnan wants to know where your Lambo is.
Well, we were just discussing. So I don't really want to buy a Lambo, but I either want to buy a Porsche GT3 or my ultimate car is a Ferrari California in pink, and that's probably what I would get rather than a Lambo. So we were talking about that the other day, weren't we, Josh?
We were. It would have to wait for the next show, I think, before we can broadcast from a Ferrari California.
All right, so let me share my screen again, and we'll go back to Bitcoin dominance. So get back to the show. So so basically what we've got with dominance, so we can see this squiggly that I've got drawn here. I'm just going to move that out of the way.
Hang on, you're not sharing your screen.
Why is my screen not sharing? All right, can you see it now?
We can, and it's in full view, so you are off camera, Liz, and so am I.
All right, perfect. All right, so basically this screen, this Bitcoin dominance is moving to perfection. So we're underneath this strong resistance at the moment, and you can see that we keep hitting this region, and at this point here, it was support. Obviously, this higher part of this turned it into a resistance at the moment. So we keep hitting this and we keep breaking down. So I expect that we are going to see a couple more rejections in this region, which will allow alts to breathe before we do get that mega run for BTC. So BTC predominantly runs the last 4 to 5 weeks before Christmas. So, right up until about a week before Christmas, we'll get this massive run. So that's sort of looking like mid-November. So we've got another couple of weeks where I think we're going to see sort of, even if we do break that all-time high, we're going to see a little bit of sideways movement, in my opinion. So with the Bitcoin dominance, we can see my squiggles here. So if we see that we're going to be hitting this resistance in this region and then coming back, there are only minor pullbacks, what we're seeing now. So we're getting a minor pullback at the moment. We've hit that top here and we're just pulling back a little bit. So I think that's going to happen a little bit over the next probably week to 2 weeks. So this region that we're at is a really important region to break. When we hit the all-time high, it took a little bit, the previous all-time high, the 20,000 all-time high, we took a little bit of time before we were, we kind of broke through that. So, we're getting high on this RSI as well. So if we look at the RSI, we can see that, we should predominantly have this sort of swiggle as well up and then a sharp move down. So we're kind of moving in that direction at the moment, and we should start to pull back a little bit on the RSI as the we kind of hit that resistance that we're hitting at the moment. So We want sort of the bears to start shorting. We want those positions to start adding, so that way we can start pushing higher. So it's really, really essential. That's what we do.
Amazing. Okay. So we're still in full screen. I realise that everyone can see the charts there. Everyone can see the dominance. What's going on in the chat? Is everyone enjoying it? What do you want to see on the show whilst we talk a little bit more? We've got your coin request in there as well. Let me bring it. There we go. Lisa's done it. Let's bring it back.
So let's have a look what you guys are looking for these coin requests.
A lot of Travala shouts. I know that's one of your favorites.
Wow. Lots. Yeah. So we've got H-bar, we've got Travala. Oh, wow. Somebody's got like about, 500. So Ethereum, which will get up because Ethereum normally runs directly after BTC. This dress is super revealing, so I'm just going to try and...
Blimey, maybe I should go solo. I think there we go. Sorry about that, everyone. I'm sure you didn't want to see that. So
it just keeps opening up. I'm not sure what's going on at the moment.
There's a wardrobe malfunction going on here. So
there is. I'm just going to hold it. So...
Oh, really? Is this going to happen?
Yeah, I'm just going to hold my hand here because it's kind of...
This is not the way you need to get views. You're good enough at crypto.
Oh my God, full moon, all right. Yeah, it is, definitely. Wardrobe malfunction.
Oh dear, maybe I can get a banner to cover it up. No, that's not even going to work either.
So no, all right. Let's start sharing again because I'm just going to sit here and I'm literally going to hold my dress for the whole show.
Oh dear. Okay, right. So what do you want to do now? Do you want to? Oh, Steve's wondering.
I'm going to jump straight into Ethereum. So we will jump straight into Ethereum, and then I'll jump into some alts. I'll jump into Travala amongst that as well. So let's share my screen again, and we'll jump out of this and we'll go straight into Ethereum.
So then I will tell you when we're sharing. Yeah.
I'm literally holding my dress. I'm not letting go.
So I'm going to just clarify this for everyone with a banner. Yeah,
so Ethereum is actually moving so beautiful now. So if we go to a daily chart, I just want to show you guys a daily chart on Ethereum.
If we go to the screen, if you share your screen, we'll be able to see it as well.
Can you not see it? Yeah.
No, I can't.
Clearly, I'm
Here we go.
challenged at doing this. Can you see it now?
Yeah, all good. All right.
Perfect. All right. So now Ethereum also is in a pivotal point. So if we zoom in on this chart, obviously we've got this channel here. I'm just going to remove that for the moment and zoom in and show you. So we've got this is our previous all-time high. This is where we've come down and we've hit this high here on this diagonal, and this is our pullback. So our pullback came on the daily and retraced down to the MAs, which is perfect. We always want it to retest the MAs and then bounce off. If we're breaking below the MAs on the daily, then we've got a problem. So we don't have a problem. So we form this W here, and then we continued up. So at the moment, we're sitting on this resistance, and we're trying to break through. So we've had, this is our 1, 2, 3. So we're sort of in our, our third and fourth attempt here. Normally at this point, we'll start to break through, and we're holding. So, this is looking super, super strong. So if we have a look at the RSI in this region on the daily, we can see that we've got so much more room to move up. So normally when our Ethereum gets to around sort of 76 to around 90, that's when you want to start sort of shorting and looking at shorts. We can see in this region we've hit sort of the 80 sort of mark, and previously up here we've hit 83. So Ethereum usually comes down to this support. So this is around sort of 29 to 30 range on the daily, and we'll hit between this resistance here, which is about 70, and go up to the sort of 80 to 90 range. And that's when you want to start sort of entering shorts on the daily, not before. So we've got a little bit of a way to go before we do start to see that sort of region. So we can see that we have still got movement in the upward sort of region before we do start to see any shorts sort of entering the market. So obviously, because we are at that resistance level, we're going to see a lot of shorters and, you know, a lot of sort of shorts getting killed at this moment. So this is not the point to be shorting Ethereum. You could scalp it at the moment, but you know, obviously the trend is your friend, and you want to be sort of you know, going with the trend. So the trend is bullish. The trend is going to be bullish for the next few months, and we don't want to be going against that. So especially for new traders coming into the market. So if you're not adept at you know, trading, and you know, especially, you know, scalping is a different technique to regular trading. You want to be sort of just entering longs and buying the dips and adding to that position. So I never ever recommend margin trading for new traders. So yeah, so this still has more of a way to go before we do get a correction. So we've got probably another 2.5 months before Ethereum's going to correct. We should hit around the sort of 85 to 90 mark before we do get a major sort of correction on the daily for Ethereum. So it's looking really, really strong.
Okay, cool. And what's this doing for alts? We've had a lot of people in our Getting Started in Crypto Signals group asking that question. Whilst Bitcoin and Ethereum are running, what do they do with their alt trades?
Yeah, so alts at the moment are, you know, looking pretty sort of average just due to this Bitcoin dominance. So obviously there's around about 12,000 different alts in the market right now. So originally when we had Bitcoin, you know, sort of, you know, a couple of years ago when we had the previous all-time high. So if we go back to, you know, 2017, when we're looking at that previous all-time high, we've got sort of, you know, 90% of the market was Bitcoin. And, you know, there wasn't a lot of alts in the market at that point. So, you know, Bitcoin drove the market. Bitcoin still drives the market to a certain extent. So obviously if Bitcoin sort of pumps at the moment, it draws a lot of money from the alts, and that sort of keeps them stagnant. It also sort of, you know, people see Bitcoin moving and they jump out of the alts, and it also causes the stop losses to hit. So, you know, it's a tricky position on alts at the moment. So I've just got Uber Eats and a truck going past at the moment. So yeah, so at the moment, so we've got 12,000 different alts in the market, and Bitcoin should hit around sort of the 50% mark of the market, which is going to cause the alts to bleed unless we've got massive amounts of money pouring into the market, which is starting to happen, where we've got, you know, pension funds and, you know, major sort of trading funds coming into the market. That sort of causes alts to stagnate and go sideways. So we need Bitcoin dominance to sort of settle, which I think it will do at the moment, and we'll see alts run over the next week. So Bitcoin's just going to sit in a sort of a holding pattern going sideways. So we should see a good week for alts, and then Bitcoin run again. So Bitcoin obviously drives the market. It brings the people into the market. And when we get these all-time highs, we do get a lot of news coverage and a lot of, you know, sort of press, you know, New York Times, Bloomberg, all of those sort of publications covering Bitcoin, and we want that to happen because we want people entering the market. So, eventually once Bitcoin has hit its high, we'll see a lot of the alts running as it goes. So towards the end of the run of Bitcoin. So for this short period, while we get Bitcoin going into the all-time high to draw the people into the market, alts are going to sort of stagnate a little.
Okay, fantastic. Let me just jump back to, there we go. Cool. Okay, so whilst we're on alts, I believe you've set up some charts based on the tweet you did the other day, asking everyone to share their alts that they want to see. So should we jump into
We had some really, really cool alts coming in. So this is AAVE. So this is a favorite of mine. And with the world starting to open up again, Australia, I think we can travel soon, which is a bit exciting.
Yeah, it is exciting. I think, are we out of lockdown in like 2 hours here?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
A day. What is it? A day and 2 hours.
Oh, is it tomorrow night? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, it's tomorrow night. You're jumping ahead of it.
Right.
So we're out of lockdown as of Friday or midnight Thursday night here in Australia. So I've got noisy people downstairs. So so I think Travail is going to start moving as the world sort of starts opening up. So I know Europe's opening up. I know America's starting to let people travel like to countries they weren't previously allowed to travel. I do know Australia's on a lot of the safe lists. So we should start seeing a lot more international travel, which will start bringing AAVE back into the whole sort of realm of everything. And they've got some really cool stuff happening, and they've got a big announcement happening next week. So I think AAVE is going to absolutely go crazy and continue. So I've got a buy zone on AAVE around $3.14 to about $3. And, I've got about 100% move coming up on AAVE as the world opens up. So, yeah, this is definitely one to be getting into, guys.
Sure. Okay. And I've just been clever enough to put a banner up asking everyone where they want us to travel and do a crypto meetup, because I'm sure everyone wants to see us in the flesh, or at least you. Sure.
Yeah, so what Josh and I were talking about, so we were thinking about next year, so 2022, we might live a month in 12 different locations around the world. So, and we're going to put that out to Twitter as to where you guys want us to go. So it just sounds like a really cool thing to do.
Absolutely. So let us know in the comments where you are, and if you're willing to host a crypto meetup and have us there, that would be awesome. So yeah, let us know and we'll move on to some more.
we do have a crypto meetup coming up in Melbourne, so that we were talking with Crypto Banter with. So we will get you all the details for that. So that's going to be super exciting.
Excellent. Cool.
So what other charts have we got?
Oh, well, what other requests? We've got so many. Look, I can show the comments up here. So we can show Mohammed's wanting Link, Matic, and Dart, and got another Mohammed here wanting Doge and Shiba. What else have we got? James fancies Dot and Carver. A lot for Polkadot. A lot for Polkadot. That seems to be a big favorite. Can we have a look at Dot? Or have you disappeared completely? Well, that's great. Okay, guys, you've got a lovely image of Lisa there. I am going to go solo here, I think, until we get Lisa back in the room. Just give us a few seconds and we will see if we can get Lisa back. Keep chatting away in the comments. Aha, there you are.
I've gone back. I'm like just testing with the settings here. So
I was
let
not
me.
prepared for that. Don't do that again, please. That terrified me. Can you just stay there on
I'll
that
try
loop?
not to.
I'm going to need to get a backup something to share my
All right.
screen.
We
Okay,
need to get
so
it
I was
stuff
saying, yeah,
on
a lot of
the
people are
Ethernet.
looking at DOT. A lot of people, what are we looking at here?
Yeah, so let's jump into DOT and have a look. So,
Okay.
obviously we've got the parachain options happening at the moment. Now, this is the daily on DOT, and this chart is so beautiful. It's not funny. So if we put a channel on this chart, we can see that we have this perfect movement coming up. We are, we've come down, we're hitting the base of the channel, we're coming up to the top. There's a possibility we could come back down if we get a larger dip in BTC. So I would be placing some orders around 37 just in case on DOT. Before we do get those upper sort of limits. So at the moment, we've got a target of 47, but DOT is just massively huge. And, I've got a target right up here of 138. So I do think we're going to pass the $100 mark on DOT, especially as we come into Christmas and continue. So we've got more than 100% move here on DOT, probably 150% move at least on DOT coming up over the next probably 10 to 12 weeks. So it's a really good one to be hodling at the moment. So and just buying the dips, especially with the parachain auction coming up.
Yeah, that's a big one. Okay, Doge, Shiba, FN, UBX.
Oh my god, so many. All right, let's jump into some Doge. Has Elon given up on Doge?
I think so. He seems to have gone Floki or Baby Doge or whatever it is now.
What was it? No, it was Baby Floki or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, I can't keep up with all the meme coins. But still, people are getting stuck into them, so it says a lot.
So if we have a look at Doge, we're trying to break out of this downtrend channel that we've been stuck in for this little bit. So we've been in this since the 15th of August. We're at the top of this channel. We really, really, really need to break out of this channel, and then we can get some upwards momentum. So potentially we could get 100% move if we can get out of this channel retest. So what ideally we like to see is we're holding the MAs, which is a really strong sign. We want to see a break above, come back down, retest the channel, and then a couple of sort of squiggly bits up going up. So obviously nothing ever moves straight up. We have pullbacks and corrections. And but yeah, I really, really think we're going to see that sort of 40-50% mark again on Doge.
Amazing. Okay. What else we
All
got?
right,
Link.
so let's get
Carver.
What have we got?
A Link Carver, H bar, Sol, RVP.
Hang on, let me pull up Shiba first. So Shiba had such a massively huge run, and obviously when we're walking around in the city, a lot of people have Doge dogs and Shiba dogs. So it's actually quite cool. There's a guy that lives somewhere around here, and he's got a Shiba dog that he puts little booties on. So every time I see that, I think I need to buy Shiba. So let's have a look. So we've got this beautiful bull flag forming at the moment. So we're just filling this out due to the fact that we had this massive run. And, when we do have a huge run like this, we do need to sort of consolidate and sort of, just build those supports again. So, we had a 466% rise, which is massive. So we want to see, this is our high here at the moment. So we want to see an ABC or at least an ABC wave forming. So that will look like This is our ABCD. So we've got A, B, C. So potentially C could be our, like, you know, where we take off again. But we could get the DE wave. So, and that could continue sort of in that sideways form. So you want to be buying the C wave because we don't always guarantee that we're going to get the E wave. So the C wave should be around lots of zeros, 252. And then, you know, we could get that D wave before a continuation up. So, you know, we do need to build support. Supports are what the waves come down to when they're correcting, and we need to have those regions so that it builds the health of the coin. So, you know, if we get this massive run up again, it's not going to crash right down to the bottom. It's going to have a support here where, you know, it can fall and, you know, traders will bid from. So that's ideal when we have, you know, these corrections. I know none of you like it, but it's essential for the health of the coins.
Okay, cool. So should we do one more coin? And since you were talking about it at the start, should we have a look at Luna? And then we'll move on to
some NFTs.
I think. So yeah, let's take a look at that.
All right, perfect. So obviously Luna, we've got the full moon. So we should see every full moon. So if we go back, so we are sitting at the 20th of October. So if we go back to September, around the same time, so this was around our full moon. So we see that we had this massive big run. So we want to at least get at least to this point here. So we've got a 37% rise that we could potentially get, which is not unlikely. We've still got room to move on the RSI. This is a 4-hour chart. If we go to the daily chart, we've got so much room to move on the RSI. So potentially we could be going right up here. And, you know, if Bitcoin continues, then, you know, all of the alts, if Bitcoin can hold and just sort of sit sideways for a little bit, a lot of these alts are going to get that breathing room that they need. So if we have a look at the MACD here, we can see that we're starting to swoop up. We want these to pinch together and cross, and that will mean that we're going to get that continuation. So they're kind of moving in the right sort of momentum that we need them to be moving. You know, Luna's holding this diagonal support, which is really nice, and we want that to continue, and then we'll get that continuation up.
Cool. Excellent. There are our coins for this session today. We still got loads of people requesting them, and honestly, if you could see it from my side, it's like 24/7 stream between Lisa and I of people requesting coins. She does not get a break, I tell you. So should we talk a little bit about NFTs? And I think it would be ideal to talk about your NFTs because since we're so close to launch.
We are. Hang on. I'm going to put it on to you for a second because
that's me. That's you.
That's
you.
me. I need to put it on to you. How do I do you? Wait.
Right. Let me just do it. Don't touch anything.
I need to fix my dress because I am exposing. Okay. This is going to become pornographic in a minute.
Hang on. Let me do a little. No, I can't. I don't even have a video clip we can go back to. So, are you decent?
So, massive wardrobe malfunction tonight, and I don't know why. So, I'm just going to sit here with my hand on my heart.
Yeah, sure. It's a good look.
It is.
Okay. Do we have coin runners up on your tabs on your screen?
I'm gonna just let it go. Yeah.
I can look. I can even put that on the video. JB, just let it go, Lisa.
No.
Kettleborn, get a hoodie. Yeah.
I do. I need a hoodie or something. It's like there's a guy walking past with a bin. It's like this is all happening out here tonight. It's normally really quiet, and it's like tonight everyone's come out to be noisy.
Everyone's out. Yeah, they know. I think I can see people in the background watching in the flats as well. So you're famous. There we go.
It's
So,
actually really cool to just sit outside and just watch what everyone's doing and all the units around, because we're in a townhouse here. So but all of the units you can see directly inside. I'm sure they can see straight inside to ours. And yeah, it's people in glass houses, really is.
okay, Adnan, they are watching Lisa live. Yeah, let's hope they are. Let's hope that they are smashing that like button. Boom,
Yeah,
there's my
you
chat.
guys, you better be smashing that like button, I'm telling you now.
Yeah, we do. Okay, let's wrap it up with a few minutes on NFTs and let's focus on coin runners.
Okay, so next week I have Will coming on the show. So he's done the Great Apes and what's his new one, Josh?
Oh, he's done a load of projects. I haven't even kept up with what he's up to. My head's been in coin runners.
Yeah, so we've got him coming on the show next week, and he's going to talk about all his projects. He's got another heap of them coming out, and when you get into these, it's the same as trading. So, but it's an easier way of trading. Basically, you're just flipping the images and putting them up for sale, and people buy them. You make 20%, 50%, whatever you want to make on them, and move to the next. So, if you can get in on the pre-sales, that's where you make the most money. So you want to get on the whitelists and you want to get into the discords on these projects, and then you're guaranteed of getting into these sort of these NFTs, and you can flip them and make some money or hold them. And Josh has got one at the moment, so that he actually won, and it's a cube, and I think it's up to about $16,000.
Yeah, it's Murat Pak, who, if anyone's following, does some awesome projects, and it was one of his original cubes. So, yeah, it's gone crazy. I think they were minted for $500, and now they're worth 16,000 or something. So, just crazy. But definitely, I know people either get stuck into it or don't at all, but I would advise just taking a look at it and just getting a feel for it, because there is definitely money in NFTs as much as there is in trading as well. So,
Yeah.
yeah, what's all that noise going on?
I've got a guy emptying wheelie bins behind me. So who would have thought we'd be sitting here at like 10 p.m. at night and there'd be somebody out there emptying wheelie bins?
Of course I would. I might have to
Yeah.
mute you. Okay, so what else have we got?
So can you pull up your screen, Josh, with have you got coin runners?
I have not. 1 second. Coin runners, coin runners, coin runners. Okay, let me give this
So
a
we
go.
want to get you guys addicted to this. So we've got 2 projects coming out. So these are going. I've got a feature film called Coin Runners, which is based on a true story within the crypto space that many of you know, and many of you sort of know sort of bits and pieces of. But this sort of explains a lot of the stuff that happened. And we've got some NFTs that we're going to be launching, and this will go to selling and raising the money for this film to buy the actors. So really excited because I've won 10 awards for the script. These are the awards that you can see. And in 2 weeks, or less than 2 weeks now, it's on the 30th, isn't it, Josh?
Yeah, I mean those dates aren't set in stone. It's depending on how the devs are doing on the background. But we'd like to think that yes, will be in the next week or so. But here we go. Here's a little preview of the NFTs drawn by Hollywood storyboard artist Max Forward, and there are 156 altogether. It's going to be 15,000 NFTs, and they all have set rarities, set traits already. And there are several challenges here you can see to collect the NFTs. And when you collect NFTs, you're going to be getting some prizes for collecting them. So if you manage to collect these 141 to 156, which are the super rare collection, you will be getting a day on the set of coin runners, maybe 2. Again, these aren't set in stone. It depends how generous we're feeling as well. But we've got all sorts of chapters as well, which you can collect. You can collect the not safe for work collection. If you collect 5 of those, you'll be winning an airdrop and maybe some other stuff as well. The Be Like Lisa collection, all sorts. So it's not just collecting for the sake of collecting and selling, or for the sake of collecting it because it might be rare. It's got more of a game feel to it, where, like with Pokemon cards, you're collecting them for reasons. So we do have a 1-of-1 edition which has every NFT in there. You can see it's based on the Wall Street cheat sheet, which a lot of you probably have seen in the crypto world. And that is just a 1-of-1 we're going to sell off as well. It's got the roadmap here, which you can see, securing the actors, and just a simple contact as well. But I do know that we want to, we are very ambitious with this. We want to secure some of the best actors in the world at the moment. So
yeah, so I've just seen Stan say Margot Robbie is the female lead. We would love to have Margot Robbie as a female lead. So yeah, it would be super cool to have her.
Absolutely. Do jump into that Discord. Am I allowed to say that, Lise? Are we not quite ready for that, or
are we not? I don't know. We do have a Discord coming up. So the Discord will be for the NFTs. It's not for the trading. So if you want trading, if you want to trade with us, then that's getting started in crypto.com. But if you want to get the NFTs, so we have these NFTs, the Coin Runners NFTs, and then we have some really super cool Be Like Lisa NFTs coming up as well. So yeah,
do
so
you have
these
a preview of those, or is that too tricky to show right now?
Hey,
do you have a preview of those? Can you share those, or
no? I'm not going to give anyone a preview just yet. So I'm going to make them wait.
Oh, right, maybe next week. Okay.
Yeah. So, but ones that we've been looking at. So, if you want to get into some NFTs, so the best way to do that is, have you got that NFT site that you can see like the rarity and everything of that, Josh?
I can see if I can grab it quickly now. Okay, let me just share my screen again. Share screen. Tab. Okay, let's take a look at that. So this is rarity.tools/upcoming. Okay, so that's rarity.tools/upcoming. I will pop that in a banner because I'm so clever. Let me see. Something like that. Perfect. And great website to be able to check out what NFTs, what sales are coming up. You scroll down, you can see you've got the Doge Fight Club. Not all of these are going to be, the next CryptoPunks.
Yeah, so what you want to do is you want to jump into their Discords or their Telegram groups, and you want to check how active these groups are. You want to see, what they're doing, what sort of promotion they're doing as well behind this. And you also want to see sort of if they've got airdrops coming after the NFT launches. So you want to see what you can get for the NFTs. So it's like Sneaky Vampires was one that recently Josh and I purchased into. And so basically we got airdropped a bat, which is super cool. So, and then the bat gives the Sneaky Vampire like special powers.
That's right. And they've done cool stuff like you can stake your vampires. The bats are released tomorrow, I think. So,
so that's. So when you've staked the vampires as well, you've put them into the coffin. So it's actually kind of cool how they've done it.
Yeah, it is. And I'm just seeing, I don't have the link on me right now, but I can go to, let's just take you to coin market cap instead and just show off that.
Yeah, so Aiden's just said that the ETH gas fee obviously rips them off. So there's, ways of getting around that with a lot of the NFTs at the moment. So, and that's something that is often looked at. So, with when you go into an NFT sort of launch, you want to be on a whitelist. You want to be, one of those people that are, minting via the website. You don't want to be minting via the actual contract. So if you're minting via the site's website, it actually saves on the gas fees.
Yeah, absolutely. Or via the contract directly as well. But yeah, a lot of innovation in the space to save on the Ethereum gas fees, but also a lot happening with the Solana platforms, Matic and all sorts, where there are NFT launches there. And obviously it's a lot cheaper for gas fee reasons as much as anything. So yeah.
Check those ones that are on those other platforms. So Binance have obviously their own NFT platform as well. Solana, which is going to be super cheap. ADA have launched one. A lot of the, sort of bigger coins are launching them. What is it? NFI? Josh,
yeah.
That's got a awesome platform.
NFI, yeah, there's quite a few out there. There's lots. Do your research into these platforms before you jump into them, and like with keeping your Bitcoin on exchanges and stuff like that. If you keep it on exchange, it's not technically your Bitcoin. So make sure you know how to move your NFTs around. So if you're not quite sure about a platform, you can send it straight to your MetaMask wallet or something like that.
Yeah, so all of our guys here saying, Tezos have a really good platform, cool art on it. Vet NFTs. So there's so many.
Yeah, there are so many, and there's we got one of our other products that Lisa and I have is the Moon Mag, and we do a couple of NFT deep dives every month into there. One of the last ones from the first issue was Hashmask, which since it was in our magazine, blew up, and everyone will be in profit now pretty much if they bought a Hashmask when we said so. So do keep checking NFTs out.
So Kettleborn has just said Space Buds is on Mars now, and he missed that. So you do need to get onto these whitelists. So you can get onto that whitelist with us with Coin Runners. So just watch this space, because we're going to be letting you know how to do that. And, you can get onto the film set with this as well. And potentially, if we can get Margot Robbie to star in this, you might meet Margot Robbie.
I would like to do that. I might need to.
You're not allowed to.
NFTs. Why not? I want to, but if I collect the NFTs, I can. So there's no not about it.
Well, you better start collecting.
Well, I will. Yeah, I'm gonna get on that whitelist. Okay, fantastic. Anything else, Lise, or should we wrap it up there?
No, so just be buying the dips at the moment on BTC. That's my major advice right now. So any dips that you can buy is going to be so good for you long term, especially coming into Christmas. I really do think we're going to see that 100K and then pull back, especially before Christmas. And the market is going to absolutely start booming, so it's going to be a good few months for BTC and crypto and NFTs, because NFTs are huge and absolutely easy money at the moment.
Absolutely, and hopefully we'll be able to do this more often with you guys, and thanks for sticking with us. As we've done it for the first time, we've had a few glitches, but we've enjoyed it, and we're going to bring more guests, more NFTs, more crypto, more everything, and hopefully do this a bit more regularly without the wardrobe malfunctions.
I don't think we're going to get an all-time high until probably a couple of days. I think we're going to sort of range a little bit. They might surprise me and just like take off. Oh, another thing I want to talk to you about is we saw Kobe, one of their other big influencers today. We watched him give $50,000 to a guy to shave his mustache. Now, if you haven't seen that, go and have a look. I've retweeted it in my Twitter. So, and it's actually really cool. So the guy that he gave the 50K to, it was just a random guy, and then he read his profile saying that he wanted to move closer to his daughter, and Kobe said, okay, cool, if you shave your mustache, I will give you 50K. And he held his word and he did it. So you guys should go and have a watch, because the guy was a really good sport.
He did it to Rocket Man playing in the background. It was a beautiful emotional moment.
Yeah, it was really cool.
So crypto Twitter, there is faith in humanity, despite some of the rubbish you say and some of the. I'm not going to comment on that, but we are all a decent bunch, I'm sure. So.
Yeah, there's so many really cool people in crypto Twitter. So, if you are in Melbourne in the next few weeks, we're going to be letting you know where you can come and see us, and and meet you all. So it will be really cool. So keep an eye on it, and we'll be back. And this was super fun doing the format this way, and we'll keep doing it.
Yeah, and so I'm going to end off with a lovely video of you walking through a field of flowers, Lise, and then end the broadcast. So if you say goodbye, and we can rock and roll.
Thank you so much, everyone, for watching, and we'll see you soon.
See you then.